talking about the average retirement savings in the USA. So there's going to be two things that we compare. We're going to be comparing the mean versus the median. If you don't know what that is, the mean is the average. So if you take two numbers, 10 and 20, add them together, divide them by 2, that is 15. That is going to be the average. The median, however, is if you take three numbers. You take 1, 2, and 100, the median of those three numbers would be 2. And so the median is going to actually be more realistic and more accurate than the mean because the mean can be skewed. However, this chart is going to include all three of them. So we're going to start with the following: age range, mean savings, and median savings. Now our first category is the category that I fall under, and that is people under 35. The next category we have is ages 35, 44. Next up is 45 to 54, 55, and 65 to 74. And our last and final is going to be 75 and older. So let's start with the mean number. The mean/average savings for retirement, and again, this is according to a lot of studies, mostly the 2022 Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances. Data is coming out, this is constantly fluctuating. But on average, according to the mean, which is a little more skewed, if you're under 35, that means you have $49,130 saved for retirement. However, the mean, which tends to be more accurate, because, again, very large, ultra-wealthy people can skew the mean. The median average savings for retirement under the age of 35 is $18,880. Now we're going to bump it up. Once you turn 35, you enter a new bracket. This is 35 to 44. The mean average savings is $141,520. You can see that when people turn 35, they enter their peak years of earning typically. Well, not necessarily their peak, but a big jump in earnings and therefore a big jump in savings. Now median, substantially different, 45,000. From ages 45 to 54, we have 313,220. However, the median is 115,000. Again, the disparity just continues to grow. Big difference between the two. Next up, we have 55 to 64. This is when people are getting close to approaching retirement. The average mean savings is 537,560. Median is 185,000. Age 65 to 74, again, 65 is typically on average when Social Security will kick in, when people like to retire. The average savings for retirement is 609,230. The median is 200,000. Last but not least, we have 75 and older, with the median and the mean. We'll start with the mean at 462,410 and the median 130,000. Why is that, you may ask? Why does it go up until age 75 and older? You can put two and two together. Most likely people are spending down their balances. So now that you know what average is, how do you line up based on these averages? What do you find interesting about this data? What worries you? What makes you optimistic? I'd be really interested to hear your comments.